Hello, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me and you can see me. Let me know if you can hear me and you can see me okay. Let me know if you can hear me and you can see me right now. Let me know if you can hear me and you can see me okay. Let me know if you can hear me and you can see me. That's very important that you can hear me and you can see me. Let me know if you can hear me and you can see me. Let me know that you can hear me and you can see me. How many of us is excited to be in class today? Let me know if you're excited to be in class today. Are you excited to meet your coach? I've been at the background all this while, but are you excited to meet your coach? Let me know if you're excited to meet me. Let me know if you're excited to meet me. Let me know if you're excited to meet me. Let me know if you're excited to meet me and you can see me okay. Let me ensure that everybody can join the class. Let's ensure that everybody can join the class. That's very important that everybody can join the class. But for those of us who are in class already, let me know where you're joining from and like your city. So tell me I would say the country where you're from and the city where you're joining from. So I can say something like normal US, something like that. So tell me where you're joining the training from, right? Where you're joining the training from at this time. And let me know if you're excited. I want to see the energy because it's the energy that will push me to be able to teach and like to be able to teach the way you want me to teach. So let me begin to see those in the comments. Let me begin to see those in the comments, right? Let me know if you can see me, you can hear me okay, and everything is fine from your end. Then let me know where you're joining this training from today. Let me know where you're joining from today. I'm so excited, right? If you see me already, you already know that this lady is full of energy. You can already see that already. You can already breathe that already, right? So while we are at that, like you're letting me know where you're joining from and you can see me okay from your end, I'm just going to go ahead to share my screen. I'm just going to go ahead to share my screen. I'm just going to go ahead to share my screen. I'm going to go ahead to share my screen. I'm going to go ahead to share my screen. I'm going to go ahead to share my screen and I'm going to go ahead to share my screen. Sorry. Just give me a second and I will pick this up. Just give me a second. All right, let me share my screen so that we can get started. I'm going to share my screen right now and we can get started with what we have today. And present, share screen, present, share screen, and okay, yeah. All right, let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen right now. All right. So without wasting much of our time, I'm going to get into it. And first and foremost, for everyone who have taken the opportunity to be in this class, I must commend you. It's not every day we see people who take actions, right? So the fact that you took action to be here, right? The fact that you took action to be here, I need to be seeing this from my other phone so that it's easy for me to see the comment section because I can't see your comment section once I'm live. So just give me a second to be able to play this and just give me a second. Just give me a second so that I can pull this up and it's easy for me to interact with everybody. Just give me a second. All right, this wouldn't come up, so it might be hard for me to engage with ours, but okay, you can see my screen, that's fine. Thank you so much. All right, so it's not every day, like I was saying, it's not every day that people take actions like want to become better version of themselves, especially as the year is beginning. So I must really, really commend each and every one of you. I am proud of you. If nobody has ever told you that they are proud of you, hear it from me today that I'm very, very proud of you, that you decided to take this initiative and move with it. So I'm very proud of you. So welcome to the complete virtual assistant training. And what I usually tell my students is I'm very big on mindset, and you would see this in this 4 weeks journey that we're going to embark on. I am very, very big on mindset. Now, I'll begin by telling you that there is no better time to have started than now. And the reason why I'm telling you this is most times I see people who say things like, oh, I am starting late. Oh, I should have started last year. Oh, I should have started 2 years ago. Oh, this person is ahead of me. I need you to delete that from your mindset. I need you to take that away from your mind. There is no better time to have started than now, right? And again, there is no better time to push yourself than now. The year is still very fresh. The year is still just beginning. So there is no better time for you to push yourself than what you're currently doing. So if you're feeling, oh, I should have started before, trust me, you are doing the right thing. Trust me, you're not making any mistake, right? So don't feel like, oh, I should have started last year because I did not start last year, I'm failing, or because I did not start 2 years ago, I have failed. That is a lie. Delete it from your mind. There is no better time to have started than now that you have started. And there is no better time for you to push yourself than now the way you're pushing yourself, right? There is no better time for you to also stop giving excuses, like those excuses that you gave in 2025, those excuses you gave in 2024, those excuses you gave in 2023, right? That you're planning to give in 2026. There is no better time to stop giving those excuses. I mean, I say stop. There is no better time to stop giving those excuses than now, right? Those excuses did not fetch you money in 2023. It did not fetch you money in 2024. It did not fetch you money in 2025. And we are in 2026. So go to your dictionary, wherever you have registered those excuses, go and click the word delete. It's your life. So you can actually delete whatsoever that you don't want, right? There is also no better time for you to be determined than now. I have run this training for the past, I would say, a year and 6 months going to 2 years. And that should let you know that I have, like in my capacity, over 3,000 students have passed through me, right? And that would also let you know that I have seen a lot, right? I have seen a lot of students since I started this journey, both those that are serious, both those that are not serious, both those that will start the training and disappear as the training has started. Now, I understand that life situations happen, right? Some things are priority. Some of you are trying to take this training to build yourself, right? So that is understandable, right? I understand that all of those might be happening, right? But that does not mean that some people will just intentionally disappear. Some people, it's after 6 months that they remember, oh, I think I paid for Cochinere's training. Oh, I think there was a time I registered for a VA training. If you're already planning those excuses in your mind, the time to delete it is now. There is no better time for you to be more determined than right now. I hope we're following me. Now, the next question I would want to ask you is, what is your biggest fear of making money online? Let me know. What is that thing that you feel like, this is my biggest fear of making money online? What is your biggest fear of making money online? Right? Right? What is that fear? For some person, is the fear of being scammed. For some person, is the fear of, is this making money online actually true? For some person, is the fear of, oh, are you sure I can actually make money from this industry, right? What is your own fear? And it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to say, oh, this is my biggest fear. This is why I feel like I cannot make money online. This is why, or this is what has been stopping me from making money online. And some persons have been scammed, right? I remember when I was scammed also online. That does not mean that I will stop making money online, or that does not mean that, I would say again, it took me a while to be able to come out of that fear of, oh, is this real? But I'm telling you that making money online is real, right? And I really love us to engage in the comment section, right? Please drop, if I ask question, engage in the comment section. That would go like a very long way to help me. That would go a very long way to really help me, right? That would go a very long way to really help me, right? So please, let's comment in the group. Now, there are different people that are taking this training, right? You're taking this training for one of the following reasons. You either want to learn a new skill, you want to earn online, you want to increase your earning, you want to transition remotely, you want to become financially stable. Now, let me know which of these reasons made you register for this training or join this training. Which of these reasons that I mentioned made you register for this training or join this training? Which of these reasons that I mentioned right now made you took the initiative to register for this training? Which of these reasons? Let me know in the comment section which of these reasons made you to register for this training or join this training. Which of these reasons made you to register or join this training? Let me know which of these reasons made you to join this training or register for this training. Which of this reason, right? I want to see your own reason, right? Some of the people, some of my students will say all of the above, right? Some persons will say to learn a new skill. Some persons will be like, oh, I'm doing it to increase my earnings. Some of them is because I want to transition to work remotely. I'm tired of 9 to 5. Some of them is to like become financially stable. Me, it is all of them. I became a virtual assistant because I wanted to learn a new skill. I wanted to earn online. So don't feel like, oh, if I say all of them, it will make me greedy. It will not make you greedy, right? We are all running personal race, right? It was to make me financially stable. It was so that I've never worked 9 to, like, let me not say, I've never gone to an office work before. Since I graduated from school in 2019, I've never worked in an office. I've always worked remotely from my home, from my desk, and it is possible, right? It is also possible for you to be doing your 9 to 5 and to be working and still become a virtual assistant. So, like, when I meet people every single day, like, I'm surprised the kind of mentality people have, right? It's okay for your reason for joining this training not to even be part of the things that I've listed here. Are we following? Am I making sense, right? Let me know, should I ride on? Now, before I go to introducing myself, I'm big on data, right? I am very, very big on data. And the reason why I present data to you is it is so easy for us to get carried away with the noise, right? The noise of, oh, this industry is saturated. But every single day, people are getting employed. Every single day, people are earning online. Every single day, people are making money from the same industry that you say, or people have told you that is saturated, right? A lot of you have a lot of mentality to delete, right? That would help you to earn. But we're not even yet there because we are on a very long journey for the next 4 weeks, right? Now, let's bring it down to what data is saying. The global freelance market is expected to grow at a compound annual rate of 16.5% from 2023, right? We're in 2024. We have done 2024. We've done 2025. We are currently in 2026, right? To 2020 to 2030. So if you're not very calculative and you're like, what does this mean for me? It means that there is potential in this industry. That's like the layman way for me to explain it for you to understand. If you're not seeing potential yet, if you're still saying, oh, somebody said the industry is saturated, keep listening to those that say the industry is saturated. Maybe they are the one that will put food on your table. The better you tie your shoe and run with your own headache, the best it is for you to leave those that are saying, oh, this industry is saturated. It is saturated, and that person telling you is saturated is probably in the industry. Sorry to tell you, that person does not want you to add on the people that is in the industry. They are trying to scare you away from the industry. And the better you carry your own mantle on your head and run with it, the best for you, right? And I say things the way they are. I say things plainly, the way they are. So, and what I usually would say, are you ready? So the pay for this training, I will tell you, is not enough. When I mean it is not enough, you can choose to benefit from it or choose not to benefit from it. Everything is in your hand. Like, everything is literally in your hand. All right. So according to recent statistics also, right, we have looked at the general freelance market. Now, let's look at the virtual assistant industry. We are currently in 2026, and the virtual assistant industry is projected to hit 16.1 billion. That is to tell you that we are in an economy where people need more support than they have ever needed in their entire life. Like, people want support for everything. People want to be visible. People want to build their businesses. And they can't do all of these things because life is happening. So, like, I just laugh when people say, oh, the VA industry is saturated. What is saturated about it? Do you know how many virtual assistants that work under me? Do you know how many businesses are being built every day that need support? Do you know how many companies are coming up every day? What most people lack is strategy, and that is why you have paid for this training. Like, what most people lack, what is making most people feel like, oh, I can't figure it out, it's not that the industry is saturated, it's because they lack the right strategy. And I can beat my chest and tell you. Now, this projection of where the virtual assistant industry is going, my question is, are you going to be part of this projection? Or you're just going to still be among those that will finish taking this training and still feel like, oh, it's just one of those training for you? Tell yourself that this training will not be just one of those training that you used to pay for. Because I will drag you, I will hold you. It go remain make I buy cane for una, right? But that's me joking. I can't beat you guys, but that's to tell you how much I'm going to invest to see that you gain value from this training that you have paid for. Let me know in the comment section. Are you following me? Should I ride on? Let me know in the comment section. Now, I have also seen, as a virtual assistant myself, as a virtual assistant coach, that many virtual assistants, they just wear that badge. I'm a virtual assistant. I'm not here to drag virtual assistants, so, right? Many of them are just surviving. They are not thriving. And you can hear it from someone that has thrived, someone that is still thriving. I don't thrive for this industry. I still they thrive because I know what I command as a VA coach. And it's not about bragging. It's because I know where I'm coming from. I know things that I've seen that many VAs cannot just see, right? So many persons, they are just moving around with that, oh, I'm a VA, nothing fall out. They are just surviving, right? I get a lot of emails every day, people asking me, Chi, show me how you do this thing. But it's only my students I owe it to show, right? Before I used to show it free of charge until I stopped, right? So my goal in the next 4 weeks is simple. To move you from falling among those category of I am surviving to I am thriving. My goal is to make you equipped to become an indispensable asset. And that is the only thing that separates virtual assistants that are getting jobs and virtual assistants that are not getting jobs. You need to become an indispensable asset. So the question you'll begin to ask yourself right now is, how do I become an indispensable asset? Right? Right? Your goal is not to survive. Your goal is to thrive. Your goal is to travel. Your goal is to acquire properties, buy things from the money you're making from this industry. And it's achievable. But we're not talking about that today. We still have a long 4 weeks to cover that. Now, from the way I am coming, you can already see one thing that is clear. You can already see that everything I am talking about right now comes from the mind. right? The only thing that can limit your realization of your dream, mark my word, the only thing that can limit the realization of your dream is your doubt of today. Many of you need to delete the kind of doubt you have in your mind. When somebody say, oh, I make $50 per hour, the first thing that comes to your mind is you quickly press your calculator. Especially for those of us in African countries, you quickly press your calculator. $50 per hour is over. I'm not exactly sure how much it is. Once you press that calculator, that doubt inside of you will surface. How can they be making over 70,000 per hour? How can they be making over 60,000 per hour? It's a lie. They are lying to us, whereas it is the truth. People are making $30 per hour. People are making $40 per hour. People are making $50 per hour. People are even making over $100 per hour. So again, I will tell you, the only limitation to the realization of your dream is your doubt of today. Now, again, a virtual assistant is a lot. Nobody should lie to you. A virtual assistant is a lot. A virtual assistant is a researcher. A virtual assistant could be a scheduler. A virtual assistant is a silent strategist. They are the one that keep things running when no one is watching. You are not just a helper, right? You are not just a helper. You are not just an online assistant. As a virtual assistant, your goal is to be a remote professional who supports businesses with systems, communication, and consistency they need so that they can focus on other things. And yes, your goal is to be able to make your clients to be able to finally take a deep breath. I'm going to explain. This is not an explanation of I'm going to break down the word virtual assistant in a simple term for you. But what this is trying to tell you is think of a virtual assistant as a system, as somebody who supports a business in different dynamics, right? You can be supporting them with communication. You can be supporting them in different areas. It might not necessarily be one. Most times, before you start thinking of, I want to niche down as a virtual assistant, right? I want to do this as a virtual assistant. It is okay to become a generalist. And this is me deleting that mindset of, you must niche down. Niche is very important. It is in your beginning. Somebody was telling me I think 2 days ago that he wants to register his siblings for class, and he was asking me, oh, what is we're having a conversation, and I was like, some people, the mindset that they have is, oh, I must pick a niche. You never get a job, you define niche. Is that how it is done? You don't know how to put, you've not seen a paying client, right? I'm not saying having a niche is bad, but what I'm saying is, maybe you go first of all start a chop. You would have to start eating first before you're looking for, I think I'm over full. You never see food. They complain, say plates to say the food you're eating is not yet enough for you, and you're complaining that it is too much, right? You have not even seen bag of rice at all. You're complaining of those that you will give inside the bag of rice. Do I make sense? Am I making sense? So in this beginning, I would say delete niche out of what you're saying, right? Delete niche out of what you're saying. Focus on, let me get clients first, then think of niche later. That is what I tell my students, right? And I'm not telling you anything that is new. Our goal is, let's start making money, then we can expand later. All right. Now, for you to be very competitive as a virtual assistant, there are core skills that you need. There are certain skills that are non-negotiable, right? You need the call admin and technical skill that you must have, right? These are your foundational skill. Without them, you're not even in the game. You need digital skill. Now, for you to now want to stay competitive in the market, You want to stay competitive in the industry. For you to stand out, you need digital skill, right? These are the skills that will make you stand out from just being an admin VA. It will stand you out from the market. Now, we also have high income skill for those who want to now begin to say, okay, I want to niche to a particular field. Now, this high income field is where I would say there is more of the money. And that is where you start talking about your unique selling prepositions, right? Again, we're going to cover this in this training, right? Now, this is where we start talking about the skill that actually make you millions, right? That would help you charge higher rates. Now, we have soft skills. And every client you would meet need these soft skills. They are non-negotiable. Just like your core admin and technical skills are non-negotiable, your soft skills are also non-negotiable. This is what will keep your clients to come back. You can have core admin skill and your clients will not come back after working with you because you lack the non-negotiable soft skills, right? These are the skills that will make a client want to refer you. What will make a client refer you is not your technical skill. They are those soft skills that you don't even know that you possess or that you're not making good use of. Things like empathy, common sense. Empathy is just like a common word. But do you know how strong that word empathy is? Things like being able to communicate properly when people meet you. And I tell my students all the time, pidgin know they work here. Mbati, worry English, they work here. Right? So being confident to communicate both verbal and like in written is also another thing that will stand you out. Again, this is just like, we're just like digesting. This is like an intro. This is just like an intro to what your next 4 weeks will look like, right? So I'm just like picking certain things to prepare your mind. Now, there are 4 rights to thrive as a virtual assistant, right? I'm big on that if the foundation is faulty, a building cannot stand on it, right? Am I making sense? Is there anyone you have seen who has built a house with a faulty foundation? Any house that you have built with a faulty foundation will not thrive. Our class today and that of tomorrow is to build the foundation so that no matter the wind that would come, it will stand true. Now, there are 5 rights to thrive as a virtual assistant. First, the right strategy. If you don't have it, if you plan to make money and you don't have the skills and the mindset, it will not lead you to results. You need the right system, because if you're going to hear this from me, you see efficiency, like being efficient in what you can do, it builds you hustling all the time. Now, also having the right visibility. If you build your skills alone without positioning yourself, what will happen? Nobody will notice you. Nobody will notice you. Okay, somebody is asking for the screen, so I'm just going to increase the screen a little bit so that I'm also able to see what I am saying here. All right. So you need the right skills. You need the right opportunities, because being prepared is one thing, but being positioned is another. The right skill, because skill is the real currency. If you don't have the right skill, sorry is your name. And the right clients, because most times who you work with determine how far you will go. I've seen students who have worked with clients that killed their self-esteem, right? Most times, such students will need to go through therapy to be able to recover. So who you work with helps you to also thrive and become the best in this industry. Now, out of this R that I've listed, the 3 most important: the right skill, the right strategy, and the right mindset, right? The right skill, because the more relevant your skill is, the higher your value. Clients will pay you for results, right? Learning the right skills like email management, CRM tools, and the likes. The right strategy, because if you wake up every day and you're like, somebody asks you, how far? You're like, we're winging it. Winging it won't take you far, right? You need structure. You need to know your offer. You need to have a plan. You need to know how to be seen, because the right strategy is what will take you far as a freelancer. That is your foundational assets, right? If you don't take away anything from this today training, take away that your foundational asset, like the foundation that you need to stand and become unshakable, is the right strategy. Then the right mindset, right? Success, you see this person is earning this amount, is 80% mental, right? For you to be able to make money, you need to have convinced yourself mentally that you can be able to do it, right? If you're not 80% mentally convinced, sorry, you cannot. Because it works in the brain first. 20% is what we are doing here, learning the skill. And I'm being honest. Because there are people who have more skill than I am, but I've done more things than they have ever done. It's not because I have 10 eggs. It's because I've been able to mentally prep myself that I can do this thing. And the person doing it does not have 10 heads. And every day, I remind myself that you can have the skill, but if you're scared to show up, you're scared to charge how much you deserve, you're scared to try, what will happen to you? You remain stuck. You remain where you are. Confidence, consistency, and clarity, they are non-negotiable. You see, your confidence, your consistency. And why I say consistency is because some people will start, like I said from the beginning, after 2 weeks, they are tired. After 1 month of applying for a job and there is no like, they don't get, what am I looking for? They don't get answer. They give up almost immediately, right? So confidence, consistency, and clarity, they are non-negotiable if you know you really want to thrive. All right. Now, what is your relationship with money? It is very important, right? That what kind of relationship do you have with money? Many of us that grew up in a home where money is always scarce, subconsciously, without you knowing, right? You believe it is hard to make money. So as we delve into this journey, I want you to remember that money is a tool to be mastered, not a tool that you should be afraid of, right? Your relationship with money is what would help you foster financial well-being and freedom. If you have a bad relationship with money, it will always surface in whatsoever that you do, right? So if you have experienced hardship, right, you feel like, oh, making money is hard and all of that, I need you to take a pause, right, and begin to rewrite, like maybe wake up with affirmations. Tell yourself that money, like you have money in abundance. Money will answer to you. You're not the one that will answer to money, because you're not supposed to answer to money. Money is supposed to answer to you. So it's time for you to sit down and rewrite what you want to know about money, right? And rewrite what you think or how you think making money to look like. Most persons, you think making money is when you do, like you work and you suffer and you suffer and you suffer. That is a lie. Online has changed everything. You don't have to suffer too much. You're going to put in the effort, but you don't have to suffer too much. Like, you know those days that people will be looking for jobs and under their shoe we eat, and they are still searching every day for a job. That era has gone. Am I making sense? Are you following me? Should I continue? All right. There are two types of mindset around money. We have the money mindset, right? We have those who see money as a tool for achieving their goals rather than a measure for their wealth, right? They see money as a resource that facilitates their goals. They see money as a means to improve their life and serve their community, right? They have like this abundant mindset. They focus on creating value, trying to generate opportunities that will generate them income and sustainability. Now, the worst type is the scarcity mindset. And I use the worst type because it's okay if you have these two mindsets. Sometimes you can be battling between money mindset and scarcity mindset. And again, I'm not trying to be the most religious out of us. I battle with both. Sometimes I battle with, I know I have the money. I'm also having that scarcity mindset. Oh, I want to buy this, but I don't want to buy it yet. Now, we have those who never see money to be enough, right? Again, this mindset would always lead you to anxiety, right? Now, the worst part is those that have cutthroat competition. The worst part is those that have cutthroat competition, right? You're like, you want to be like every other person. That is the worst mindset to ever have. Now, the scarcity mindset makes you fear spending. That's the part that I have issue with. I fear spending. I would rather my siblings who ask me for money, I will give to them, but let it not come to me to spend that money. And that is one thing I'm telling myself, that I have to be very intentional with myself in 2026. The fear that your resources will run out. If you're always scared that, oh, these resources that I have will run out, that's a scarcity mindset. Believing that money is never enough, that's a scarcity mindset. And the reason why I'm pointing all of this is for you to understand that you might be seeing this character and not understand what it is. That's just the truth. And that's why I'm pointing it out. I could have as well just gone into training you, right? And not change your mindset and not help you think better. But my goal is that even when you finish this training, you're confident to stand on your feet. And you cannot be confident to stand on your feet with a shaky foundation. I hope I'm making sense. Now, who am I, right? Most of you would have been waiting for this part. And you might be wondering, why did I wait long to talk about who am I? I waited this long to talk about it because this training is not just about Coach Chinyere. It's not about me. It's about you. So I don't want to be in the center. I don't want to focus on talking about myself. And I forget that there's a reason why so many of you have spent your hard-earned money to register for this training. Some of you would have borrowed. Some of you had to, with the way things are, some of you would have gone extra mile to be able to get the money you're using to pay for this training. Some persons, it came easy. But I know that spending on something, as somebody that buys courses a lot, like this year, like this, I bought like 2 trainings that I need to take. As somebody that buys courses a lot, I know it is very hard. I know it is very hard for people to spend. So it is not about me, and that is why I am talking about myself last. Now, this training is for you if you're a student and you feel like, I want to earn more while attending classes, right? This training is for you if you have a 9 to 5 and you're exhausted, you feel like you're underpaid, and you're praying for something that will give you financial freedom and peace. This training is for you if you're a mom and you want to earn without missing your child's milestone. This training is for you if you're a dad, you carry all the pressure of providing and you just want a better way to make things easy. This training is for you if you're a girly who is done spending hours online without direction and you're ready to take your screen time to skill time. What I mean is, so many of you can confidently sit on Netflix for 5 hours, 10 hours, right? Now, you're also a business owner and you need structure. You need a system, and you need support to stop running in circles. Because if you're a business owner, you need to learn some of these tools to be able to manage and control your business by yourself, right? You feel like you're unemployed, like you're a graduate, you just finished school, and you're tired of submitting your CV to get no reply. This training is for you. You're a young person who is strolling and wondering, can I really make money online without connections? this training for you. And even if you're just somebody who is scared, like you're just scared, maybe you fall into all this category, or you fall into none of this category, this training is for you, right? Now, let me properly introduce myself. My name is Chinyere, right? Most of you would have seen Coach Chi's training. My name is Chinyere Linda Ni Agbasire Udo. I wear many hats, and I will tell you that I wear them with pride, right? Outside of the office, by profession, I'm a marketing analyst. That is why I started by us looking at data, right? Outside the office, I'm a mom to 2 beautiful kids. I have a boy and I have a girl. One is an infant, one is a toddler. And you can imagine how hard that is. I'm a wife. I'm a teacher. I'm a virtual assistant. And of course, I work 9 to 5, like I said. And I'm your coach. So what I'm going to tell you is, if you feel not motivated to push, sit and ask yourself, how does this young lady, who is a mom, just like many of you, I've had many of my students, because of my story, choose, like they have chosen to, if Coach Chinyere can do it, if Chinyere can do it, then they are confident to bet on themselves, right? I work 9 to 5. I work Monday through Friday. I have a business I'm building by the side. I have a virtual assistant community. I'm a mom. In short, I just had my second baby and she's like about 3 months. So you know how hard that is. I'm a wife. I'm a virtual assistant. I still have clients that I support. And I'm a coach. I'm sitting here today sharing my knowledge with you. Right? So many persons, it's okay to say, oh, Coach Chi is a busy bee. Yes, I'm a busy bee. But I'm never too busy for my students. And you're going to see that in the next couple of weeks. Right? This journey means everything to me because I know what it feels like to start from scratch. You see this journey that you have taken on, it means everything to me. I really want you to succeed because your success is what shows that, oh, whatever that she's teaching is working. So I need you to succeed. Aside from that, I started from scratch, right? So I want you to succeed more than you even want to succeed. And also, because you have believed to trust me with your journey, right? I want you to succeed. So I'm grateful that you trusted me enough to say, I am betting on this coach. Some of you just dabbled on my post for the first time and you paid for this training without stress, right? Some of you just saw this training for the first time. Like you came across my content, you came to my page and you registered for this training. No stress, nobody fights you, nobody pushes you, right? So I am grateful that you even decided to trust a stranger on the internet. It means a lot to me. Now, so if you need the motivation to make it in this industry, let me be that motivation to you, right? If you're looking for a motivation, Kai, I want to make it in this industry, but I need somebody that will motivate me. Let me be that motivation. Like I said, I am a mom navigating my life and purpose one day at a time. I'm a wife. I'm building a future while balancing the love in my relationship and still balancing leadership that comes with building a business and all of that. I just graduated from my second master's late last year. So I am still a student, right? I'm still registering for trainings that will still build me up. I have a bachelor's degree and 2 master's degree. So I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still evolving. And I probably will be thinking of a PhD soon. I'm a marketing analyst. That means I work corporate. I'm a virtual assistant who started with nothing, like nothing. The only thing I had when I started was just my laptop. And of course, the free internet that all of us have, right? I'm a business owner who turned her laptop into a livelihood. And above all, I am your coach. I want you to see me as a proof that your background does not disqualify you. It qualifies you, right? Many people come at times and they're like, their background. Your background cannot disqualify you. Your background is that motivation that you need to stand up when others are sleeping and to develop yourself. Can I write on? Should I write on? At least we can see in the comment that somebody is saying that she saw the training yesterday and she registered without even knowing me from anywhere, right? So should I write on? Let me know. Am I making sense? What I'm saying? Are you eager to, like, is your mind begin to connect with you? Or I don't even know the right word to use, but am I making sense? Are you even understanding me? Let me know in the comment section. Should I write on? Right? Are you grasping everything that we're talking about today? All right. So it would be unfair if I leave out my story, because again, I'm not coming here to sell you cock and bull story. Every single thing I'm going to talk about in this training is the reality of how it is. Most of you are meeting me today for the first time because I allowed my assistant to be in charge of the group. So you're meeting your coach for the first time. So it will really be unfair if I leave my story out of all of these things, right? Now, I tell people that I am that reality of many Africans, right? I finished school in 2018, but like many African, like, graduation does not mean that you immediately become successful. Not even your CGP. You can have a very good CGP, right? And there was no job waiting, and there is no job waiting for you. No big break. The only thing you leave school with is just your hope, prayer, and pressure. And I was like that. I graduated 2018 without any hope. And before you say, oh, maybe she graduated with a third class. I did not graduate with a third class. I did not graduate with a second class. I did not graduate with a second class upper. I graduated with a first class. Because as I'm saying it now, maybe you thought I want to say that I graduated with a fourth class. Maybe they gave me pass. I graduated with a third class. Sorry. I graduated with a first class. I was among the third 3% in my class. Third 3% means 1, 2, 3, the best 3 in my department. So I did not just, so not having a job is not based on CGP. My father doesn't know anybody in government. It was just me and my faith. Another thing I want to call to is, by the time I was about to graduate, we all know this age discrepancy, right? I was almost at that time where, and I'm saying this to encourage those that feel like, oh, because of their age, they are beginning to feel like maybe their age is also a problem. I was in that shoe. And that's why I'm able to talk from a place of knowing, right? When I graduated from school, I was almost 25 going to 26. What that means is there was no job waiting for me. All the job I saw was saying they need people that are from, what is that age that they used to put? From they are looking for maximum age that they want to employ is 25. If they pity you, maximum age they want to employ is minimum is 24. If they pity you, God bless you, 21. They are looking for people from 21 to 24. If they pity you, they are 25. So if I was already leaving school at 25, my dear brothers and sisters, where is the job? Right? Now, before, as I finished school and there was no hope or anything, I started asking myself, when all of my friends were getting job, I was like, after my parents have spent thousands to push me through school, will I still go back and be relying on them? So I now asked myself one day, what is what I can do? When I became a virtual assistant, it was not even a virtual assistant. Virtual assistant have not become a thing. I was going through and I started seeing training on social media management and all of that. That was how I went into virtual assistants. I started learning virtual assistants. I got my first job as a virtual assistant without any training. Right? Again, strategy. And that is what I'm going to be teaching you as we embark on this journey. Right? Now, it was after I got it, I started now developing myself. Every single year, I lose count of how many courses and training I pay for. And I'm not saying it to brag. And that's because I try to stay updated. I try to keep learning. I try to keep investing in myself. So I kept learning. As I was learning, I was documenting my journey, right? I kept making progress. 3 months into my learning and documenting my journey, an HR reached out to me, right? And HR reached out to me and offered me a job. And the rest, they say, is history, right? Now, patience is also the part that most people miss, right? Even while I was still working, I was growing. I stayed patient, not just waiting, but in how I behaved while waiting, right? Imagine 5-6 years after that I've graduated from school, I have done 2 masters in that period. I'm a marketing analyst now. I'm a virtual assistant. I'm a coach. Now, what I don't want you to forget is this 5-6 years did not rush itself, right? I didn't rush to be here. For those of you that will say, oh, I want to be like Coach Chi, don't forget what she has built in the last 4-5 years, right? I got here step by step, skill by skill. I didn't wait. The period when I was sharing my journey and nothing was happening, I did not give up. I did not give up. I did not disappear. So if you're telling me, it is hard to show up, I know it is hard to show up. I have worn that shoe back and forth. I know it is hard to show up. So there is nothing you're going to tell me today that I have not experienced. Right? Another thing is adaptability. Because one thing I needed to know is, and I'm not bragging that, oh, I had first class, far from it. There are people who had first class in my department or even in previous departments that up till now, they have not figured it out. And there are people who had third class. They are in second class lower, second class upper, and they are doing beautifully, amazingly well. Now, what does this tell you? It should tell you that it is not the smartest that win. It is the person who stops. It is the person who keeps evolving. Like they keep trying to be better every single day. Now, again, it is not the strongest species that win. You know when you put fish inside the water, right? It is not the strongest species, right, that survives. It is not the most intelligent that survives. It is that person that is responsive to change. Please keep this word. If there is anything, try to be responsive to change. You can even be smarter than you. So many of you might have graduated. You're the top 1% in your department. Like you are the first person on your first class list. That's to tell you that it's not by being most intelligent. It's not by Namisabi book pass. Why am I saying this? So that you're not feeling, Coach Chi became or got to where she is today because she's first class. It's not by first class, oh. I don't even want to go into personal story. But if I'm telling you that I've seen people like this and it's not by who graduated well, then you should know that I probably have records of story. And for you that you're feeling, you did not graduate well, you have your life in your hand right now to rewrite it. So how you choose the story to be is how it's going to be. So why should you listen to me? I'm not just here to motivate you. In short, I don't even get strength for motivation, right? I'm here to show you what is possible. I have lived it. I am still living it. I have over 5 years of hands-on experience as a virtual assistant. So you did not pay your money to somebody who is just like a newbie. Many of you feel like, oh, these trainings are not working because maybe the first person you paid your money to is somebody who just finished training and they decided to want to train you. You can't give what you don't have. You can't pour from an empty cup. And that's the mistake most of you do. You trust people who don't have value to offer you. And maybe they are the loudest that make the noise the most. And it's still okay, right? In the past years, I have focused on mastering tools like Upwork. Like, I can explain Upwork for you at the advanced level. LinkedIn, I teach people how to do LinkedIn optimization. People pay me to do LinkedIn optimization for them. So within 3 months, I was able to generate over 10K from Upwork. So I have worked with international clients across different time zones, cultures, learning how to adapt to various business styles and expectations. So what I'm going to teach you in the next 4 weeks, if you follow me step by step, if you follow me, they will say bomber to bomber. It's a lived experience. It's not what I heard from somebody. It's something I have lived in, something I have worked with, something I have grown in. So everything I'm going to teach you is rooted in what I have tested, what I still use, and what will continue to deliver you results. I understand what it means to start with no connections, no fancy tool, just your skill, strategy, and a strong mindset to win. And that is all I'll be sharing with you, and much more as we go through this training together. What will you be learning in the comprehensive virtual assistant training, right? I'm going to be going through the class outline. For those of you who have not read through the class outline, we're going to look at it together. I might just like touch on it because of time. I don't want to eat up our time a lot today, right? But I'm just going to touch on it so that you know what you're anticipating in the next couple of weeks. So we're going to be looking at the foundation of virtual assistants, which is what we're going to be looking at tomorrow. We're going to start with the overview of the virtual assistant industry, type of virtual assistant, human VA versus AI assistants. We're going to look at the evolution of the virtual assistant technology. We're going to look at key skills and competence for you to survive in the VA industry. We're going to be debunking misconceptions, like telling you the actual truth. We're also going to be having a mindset shift, and you can already, I believe you can already see the positive energy from all we have covered today, right? We're going to be exploring different types of VA industry and their roles, the benefits of you becoming a virtual assistant, and other things. We're also going to be looking at essential office tools and collaboration tools. We're going to be looking at Google Workspace, Google Drive, Google Calendar, Google Outlook, OneDrive, Dropbox, and the like. We're going to be looking at communication platforms like Slack, Zoom, Google Meet. We're going to be looking at project management tools like Trello, Notion, Asana, Monday.com, and the likes. And most of this will come with assignments for you, right? So you're not just going for your regular training, you're coming to a school, right? It's literally a school. I'm taking you back to the classroom to build you up, right? We're going to have a section on AI-powered virtual assistant where we're going to talk about AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claudia, and the likes. We're going to have a section where we are setting up and like how to set up and market yourself as a virtual assistant. Because if you finish learning all of these things, all these big grammar I'm speaking right now, and you finish learning everything, and you don't know how to market yourself, you don't know how to promote yourself, they are all gibberish. Do you know what? For something to be gibberish, they are all rubbish to you. The skill might be useful to you, but if you don't know how to translate those skills to set yourself up, to promote yourself, to market yourself, and that is why some virtual assistants are making it and some are not making it. Now, I'm going to be teaching you how to optimize your LinkedIn, how to create your portfolio. So, you see your assignments. All the assignments I'm going to be giving you in this training. Hug it tight. Do it like your life depends on it. Because those are like your stepping stone to being able to be confident when you finish this training. So we are also going to be looking at advanced services like calendar management, travel booking, content writing, email management, social media management. We're going to be looking at Airbnb and real estate virtual assistants. We're going to be looking at SEO and web results. We're going to be looking at customer support, lead generation. Then we're also going to talk about the business of virtual assistants, right? How to onboard your clients, how to manage, how to retain. And I'm also going to be sharing with you how you can dictate fake jobs in this industry. Now, we're also going to be looking at basic introduction to CRM tools like HubSpot, like Salesforce. We're going to be looking at time management app, time tracking and productivity app. We're going to be looking at security tools. I'm going to be sharing with you measure to protect sensitive information, understanding and maintaining boundaries in professional setting, and ethical use of AI tools in the virtual assistant world. We're also going to be talking about mastery of job platforms. Like I'm going to be teaching you how to master Upwork like the finger of your tips, how to make your profile stand out, how you can optimize your Upwork profile, how you can optimize your LinkedIn profile, how you can write winning proposals, how to other platforms you can use to find virtual assistant job. And again, then I'm going to also be teaching you pricing, how to price your services, how to negotiate your rate, how to set up your price, how to draft your contract, how to scale your earning and make money. I'm also going to be teaching you different like packages you can create in this industry. Again, we're going to have like I would say a basic class on CV writing and interview skills, right? I'm going to be teaching you how to set up your home office, how to prepare for your interview, how to tailor your CV to any job. Then we're going to talk about career opportunities for you and growth paths as you continue to grow in this industry. Now, there are pre-recorded classes I'm going to share with you. We have a graphic design class. We have an Excel training that I'm going to share with you. I'm also going to share with you an Upwork proposal template that I've used. I compiled this Upwork proposal template after like with several proposals that I've written that you can modify and use for your own. And you're going to have access to this training for 1 year. Initially, it used to be 6 months, but the mothers in the class will not allow me hear word. So I am moving the access to this class for 1 year. So if after 1 year, you did not finish your training, you did not take it serious, please don't come and knock on my DM and say, Coach, I still need more time. The reason why honestly, I didn't want to increase it because I figured out that most people will intentionally leave the training till when it's about to expire. That is when they want to start taking it. Now, again, giving recording is because I know that some persons are busy, right? And that is why we provide recording. But you have access to it for 1 year because this is a live training. I'll be sitting with you every class day to talk. Now, other activities in this training, you're going to have assignments. Our group right now will be like a support group. It will be open every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for you to ask questions, like interact. You will submit your assignments. You create before the end of the training, you should have a working portfolio. And this time around, the goal is we're going to have a competition. I'm not going to tell you what the competition is, but I'm going to build something around that and let us know, right? Then you're going to, of course, I'm going to keep sharing free resources for you to keep building yourself. But before the end of this training, you should have at least 5 to 10 skills and services you should begin to offer immediately as a virtual assistant. In short, from 2 weeks of this training, I start telling you to start applying for a job because you're almost ready. If I say almost ready, to look like if you're not ready, you're ready. So expectation from this training, you would have good understanding of the virtual assistant tools and softwares, training in specific skills relevant to the virtual assistant industry, improvement in your communication skill, both written and verbal, because of course, you'll be doing your assignment, enhancement of your technical skills. You have opportunity to learn about other niches. Then you would have learned strategies of setting up and managing your own virtual assistant career, guidance on setting up your rates, managing your finance. I would have shared with you tips to market yourself as a virtual assistant, how you can find clients, and how you can build a strong online presence. Of course, you guys know that I'm big on the social media industry. So imagine having me as your coach. That's a plus for you, right? You would have access to a community of other virtual assistants, right? We're going to share the link to our main community, and that's where we drop opportunities as they keep coming. So a couple of people have asked me, will you personally refer me to a job? I will not personally refer you to a job. And I think I said this. When opportunity comes, I drop it in the community, right? When internship opportunity comes, I drop it in the opportunity. When people reach out to me and say, oh, we need a virtual assistant, I will drop it in the community for my students to go and apply. So will I provide opportunities for you? Yes. But the job of applying for job is dependent on you, right? You're going to have hands-on project and assignments that stimulate real-world virtual assistant tasks, right? Now, most people have been asking, is there certificate of completion? Please listen to me if you're not listening. There is certificate of completion, but the but is, this certificate of completion is contracted to somebody that manages it. What it means is, I currently negotiated it to be 2,500. So if at the end of the class you need a certificate, I would say that you pay 2,500 to get it. I am not the one who is in charge of certificates, but I understand that people need certificates at the end of the training. And the reason why I'm saying this and I'm shouting it right now is, I've had cases of people say, oh, on the day of introduction, you did not say it. I'll keep saying it as this training is going on, but please, certificate is 2,500. If you know you want to pay for it almost immediately, I would ask an assistant to post about that. What you paid for is what I will sit down to teach you in the next 4 weeks. Please, I don't want us to ever get in a point in this training where certificate will become a problem. Is there certificate? Yes. Our company or our agency or our brand provides certificate, but it is through another body and they charge 2,500 for it. No, 2,500 is less than $3 or $4. That's less than $3 or $4. I think about $3, $4, something like that, right? That's that on certificate. Now, there will also be constant like learning resources that I will keep sharing with us. My goal is that when you walk out in the next 4 weeks, you walk out feeling so confident in yourself that nothing will shake you. All you just need is consistency to start making your money. 2,500 for those in Naira, or I think it's either $3 or $5. I'm not sure for those that want to pay in dollar or pounds, right? But it's 2,500, right? But I would ask her to post that on the group for those that, because I figured out that most people, initially I leave it to ending of the class, right? But most people take this training to the end, whether immediate or not immediate. Some people always come back for it, so you can pay for your certificate whenever you want. So I will ask her to share the payment platform for those that just want to get it out of the way and know that they are just waiting for their certificates at the end of the training. So I will ask her to share it today. Now, at any point in this training, I beg you with whatsoever that is very dear to you, if you ever feel confused, ask question. With the way I've been walking you through this slide, again, you would have already known that Coach Chi will teach you to understand. I will teach you to a point that I've had my students saying, I'm not sure I have any testimonial of students in this place, but if you want to see testimonials, I can send them to you. I'm a teacher. I taught for 3 years as a graduate teaching assistant. Aside from the fact that I love to teach, I've also taught, I have learned teaching. So I have learned how to meet all of my students at the different levels that they are, right? So I believe that you will not have any confusion. But if you ever feel confused, I beg you to ask questions. Don't feel like, oh, if I ask question, other people in the group will be like, I'm disturbing. Am I not the one you're disturbing? Am I not the one that is your coach? Why are you worried about other people? Why are you worried about other people? If you're just seeing this training right now and you want to join, just be patient. We're going to get to that, right? Because I'm seeing somebody asking, just be patient. We're going to get to that. I am the one you're asking. Let me bear the burden of this question is too much. And there is no question that is too much. You paid for your training. So if you ever get confused, please ask question. Now, there is a difference between intelligent question and question you can find. We're going to talk about that in class tomorrow, because I don't also want you to be too dependent on asking questions that you can't find things by yourself. When you finish this training, it's not Chinyere that will follow you and go for your interview. Abi, I will not be the one to be earning your dollar with you. I will only be so happy that you send me testimonial that, coach, I've gotten a job. So my goal is also as a teacher to prepare you to be confident and not make you too dependent. Well, I'm going to talk about the difference in class tomorrow, so that as we go over the overview of the VA industry tomorrow, everything you need to know about the virtual assistant industry, before we begin to learn about tools, I'm going to talk about this with us in class tomorrow. All right. Again, there is no dumb question. There is no foolish question. There is no stupid question. But being constructive to ask your question is very, very important. Now, what do you need for this class? Funny enough, when people ask me what do they need for this class, they will think I will say laptop or phone or internet. That is not the primary thing that you need. Maybe this is the first time you're hearing it, and maybe this is the first time a coach is actually telling you this. What you need, first and foremost, is attention to details. I am sure that you see all those information, those onboarding information that was posted on the group. I can tell you that most of you have read it, but you did not understand it. I can tell you that most people just went to the end. They did not read the information. By nature, most of us that are Africans, we don't love to read. I'm African, that is why I'm telling you the truth. Again, remember I told you from beginning that I will not lie for you in this training. I will give you, you see, woto, the way, as painful as it is, that is how I'm going to be telling you. What you need to survive, what you need to thrive is attention to detail. So you see this word is very simple, attention to detail. Most of you don't pay attention to details, right? You can't even read. I don't even want to go too much into it. So if you're among those people that you're asking me, coach, what do I need in this training? There are 3 most important things that you need. In short, 4 things. Before your laptop, your phone, and your internet, there are 4 things that you need. 1, attention to details. If you cannot pay attention to details, when you start working, it will be difficult for you. Because your client does not have time to come and be babysitting you. They are paying you. You need the willingness to learn and implement. Some persons, after 3 hours, coach, I'm tired. If you're tired, please log off and go and sleep. I'm just telling you the truth. Because I'm the one that will sit and talk for 3 hours. But you that you're sitting to learn for 3 hours, you're the one complaining. What about me that is my saliva that is talking for 3 hours? 2 of us, inside the 2 of us, who should be tired? Tell me, inside the 3 of us, who should be actually tired? In the real sense, tell me. Who should be complaining that they are tired? The teacher that is the one using all her energy to talk and her saliva to talk, or the students who is just learning? Tell me who should be tired. Oh yeah, make una start the talk. Make una start the talk. Oh, who should be tired? Who should be tired inside the 3 of us? You that you're the learner, or me that I'm the speaker? I'm the one that my brain is thinking of 10 million things to teach you. You're the one that you're learning, and you have a video to go back to, and you're the one complaining that he said now we that we are learning, that you're going to complain, say you're tired. And again, our class is not a war zone. I am this jovial too, right? But notwithstanding, I want you to win, right? The third thing that you need is to show up for yourself. I can't get tired of that. Every single person that you admire is because they showed up for themselves. Every single person that you admire is because they showed up for themselves. They have a reason to complain, right? Don't think that when I say showing up for yourself, that it will not be hard. As I went to bed yesterday after work, and my assistant called me by, I think that was like 4 p.m. before she started onboarding on the group. She was like, are you not yet awake? I am a nursing mother, right? I am a coach. I was so tired to even wake up. But do you see the difference? I could have canceled today's class and said I'm tired. I could have said, let's reschedule. I had a stressful week. But all you don't need to be 99% ready. You just need to be 1% ready to push yourself. If only you can find that 1% strength to show up for yourself, you're going to win in a very crazy way. But that 1% is what many persons lack. Every day that I wake up, I'm tired. I am always tired. But I still show up because I know that there is no excuse. I can't give myself an excuse to fail. Again, be ready to learn and not complain. Most of you, training have not started, but you already have lineup of complaint that you want to complain already. Right? And the last thing that I will say is you need your phone or your laptop and you need an internet. Right? You need an internet. Remember that I started with attention to details, willingness to learn and implement. You show up for yourself. You must be ready to learn and not complain. Before I start talking about your phone and your laptop and your internet. And that's because those are secondary. If you lack these four, it might be hard for you to finish anything in life, not necessarily this training. It will be hard for you to work with a client and survive, because most clients do not even have time to start breaking things for you like ABC. So your brain must be functional. If there's anything like 100 over 24 hours, that is how your brain needs to be functional. Now, when I talk about, a lot of people have asked, can I use my phone for this training? In all honesty, the answer is yes. And I would explain. Having a phone, right, is just like somebody who has a bicycle and you're competing with somebody who has a car. So in this instance, the bicycle is the phone, the car is the laptop. If both should embark on a race, who would win? Or who will get to the finish line first? The person with a car. Does that mean that the person who has a phone will not get to the finish line? The person will get to the finish line, right? Every phone has a desktop version. We're going to talk about that during the training. Every phone has a desktop version. So you can literally turn your phone to become a desktop version and do what you're doing on your laptop on your phone. It's just that because a laptop provides a wider screen, it is easy for you to get done with things ASAP. So your phone is not a limitation. Like your phone is not a limitation. It has a desktop version. Desktop versions exist inside your phone. Desktop is like a laptop. So if you don't know what when I say desktop version, I mean There is a version in your phone that is just like whatever the interface of a laptop look like, but keep in mind that your phone is small, right? So can you learn and do your training from your phone? The answer is yes, you can. Now, you also need your writing book and pen, right? Yes, you're going to take notes. Some people will ask, will you give us your teaching slide? Sorry, I will not give you my teaching slide. You have to take notes, right? You have to take notes. You also need a good spot in your house to learn during training. Don't see this as one of all your normal training. Even with the kind of energy I bring, you should already be saying, I made the right decision to pay for this training. Abi, am I lying? Are you feeling at this point that you made the right decision to pay for this training? Right? Look for a good, I'm not coming here to come and start. I would have given you all the class outline today and not walk you through any of these things and not say any of these things. You don't already pay me, right? But my concern is not that you have paid. My concern is that you are able to become a better version of yourself, that this investment is not a waste and it's not like a normal investment that you used to make. So look for a good spot in your house that you're going to use to learn during the training days. If you can, please avoid your bed, right? Yes, you can rewatch today's training. Don't worry, you can rewatch today's training. If you can, avoid your bed. Reason why is most times when you sit on your bed, you end up sleeping off. And because this training is in the evening, it is much more dangerous. Because why? Some of my students will say, Coach, while I'm taking the class, I slept off. Even my phone fell on my head. Why will the phone not fall on your head where you're staying on your bed? All my mothers, all our mothers that are in this training, I'm a mother too, right? Please, since you know that this training is on the weekend, try and prep your children ahead, right? So that by the time the training is starting, right? You see that bed there? Avoid that bed zone. Avoid it. Find a little table. It could be a rubber chair. It could be a rubber table. Find just a small corner that you're really dedicating to learning. There are a lot of people in this training. There are a lot of people that they'll be joining this training in the midnight, their time. So you that you're in Nigeria, this training is starting by 7 p.m. There are people that this training is starting by their 11 p.m., 12 p.m. You don't have any excuse. That's why when people come with time excuse, I say that's a lie. I've had people take my training by 1 p.m. their time. Now dedication, now seriousness. Some people paid for this training because they're like, there's somebody that I know that have taken your training and they are thriving. I don't do good with posting testimonials. We have testimonials. As at this morning, one of my students, her message on my phone is, Coach, I got a VA job. I want to retake the training again to brush myself up. So if I was not a good coach, do you think she will come back? If I was not a good coach, do you think that some people would have recommended you to come and take this training? That's to tell you that they trust the capacity of the person they are handing you over to. And this same thing I'm sharing with is the same thing I shared with most of them, that they picked it, run with it, and they are thriving today. So come to class. Set your calendar. Saturday, I'm in class. Sunday, I'm in class. And if by any chance you miss a class, you have Monday through Friday to do your assignment and to catch up on any class that you have missed. So don't give yourself an excuse. If you're a mother and you're very busy, set one hour during the week and ensure that you catch up on your class. It's about dedication and being serious. Again, I said it. I have every reason not to be pushing this business that I'm pushing. I have every reason to keep all the knowledge I have inside my brain and not teach anybody. Oh, I'm in the season of being a mother. I am very busy. Those are all excuses. Again, I'm not telling you that it's going to be easy, but you need 1% out of 100% to show up for yourself. Even if it's 30 minutes during the week that you're watching the video, doing your assignment, it will count. All right. Class assessment method. Class participation is 40%. Why I say 40% is you must be in class. There is weekly assignments. So your assignment is 50%. Like I said, I am taking you back to the classroom. This is not like a normal VA training where I'll be dashing you videos to go and be watching. No. There is pair collaboration. When people drop questions, the WhatsApp group will be opened Monday, Wednesday, Friday. When people drop questions, support people. If there is something that was taught in class that you understand better, teach the other person. That is how it internalizes inside of you. In this training, we are not acting like we know it all. We are the Lord of the King. I'm also learning with you guys. I'm teaching you what I'm knowing. Some of you might even ask me a question and I don't know it. I will go and figure it out and come and tell you. So don't see me as, coach, I am not the queen of the training. Each and every one of us are important in this training. So there is pair collaboration. Most of you live with friends in this training that become your biggest support as you navigate this journey. So try not to be on an island in a group where there are over 150 people that you can make friends, be supportive. The last cohort, there was one girl, I think how she got a job was from another person in the training. That's because she's always supporting people. It might not be you, but right, when you can, support others in the group. So in our cohorts, when I was appreciating students at the end of the training, they say, appreciate so person. Why? Because they saw how effective. She said she's the second coach they had in the training. That is how you stamp yourself in the mind of people. That is how you, let me not say market yourself. All right. Training days are Saturdays and Sunday, Nigerian time, 7 p.m. In my own time, I'm currently in CST time. It is 12 p.m. my time. It could be 1 p.m. your time. So know the time zone that you are in. Know the time zone that you are in and set your alarm. If I were you, I will set 3 alarms so that I don't miss any of them. I will set alarm 30 minutes to the training. I will set alarm 10 minutes to the training, and I will set alarm 5 minutes to the training so that you're present for the training early. Same thing on Sunday, right? So fix this time in your current time zone and be present for class early. And again, if you have any reason not to be present in class, I totally understand. All the classes will be recorded and be uploaded, I would say the following day, because my assistants work in Nigerian time zone. And by the time we finish training, of course, the young lady would have gone to bed. So the class will be uploaded 8 a.m., 9 a.m. Nigerian time the following day. All right. Training communication channel. Classes will either be on Zoom or Google Meet. I will confirm that today, but we're going to share the link. And all our classes starting from tomorrow is not on YouTube. Starting from tomorrow, we're going to share training, the link where we're going to be meeting, right? All class video recording and resources will be on Telegram. So if you have not joined the Telegram group, as I said on the onboarding, go and join the Telegram group. If you know you need access to all the videos that will be recorded, now Telegram, you go see them. So ensure you have joined the Telegram group. Now the WhatsApp group, which is the WhatsApp group where we are in, initially we used to create a different WhatsApp group, but along the line, I've realized that most time people get confused, right? They get confused which one is the main group and the support group. So this time around, we're only going to be keeping that one group. It will be locked on Tuesday. It will be locked up. It will be open. Let me not say the days it will be locked. It will be open Monday, Wednesday, Friday for your question, for your assignment, for support in the group. We're going to be having questions to know how the training is going for you and everything. In short, it will start today. As we finish this class right now, I will open the group and ask you what you have learned and what you feel concerning this training. It starts today. Now today class start, oh, not be tomorrow class they start. Now today class start. In short, at the end of today's training, you have an assignment. In case you don't know, class has started. Your 2026, it don't begin. So for those of you who have to be at work on the days of the training, yes, you can catch up once the video is recorded. And my assistant does so well. Whenever the video is recorded, she tells you on the group that the video has been recorded. So I feel like I can say that we have organization at the 80% when it comes to this training. We try to carry everybody along. So you have no excuse. Any excuse that exists is the excuse you're giving yourself. So if there's a question you have while you're watching the video, you can ask it on the group on the days that it is open. The reason why we close the group is so that people, every day is not noisy. That is why we have the days that we open it. But now that we are all on the same group, right, it will be much more fun. If I have time during the week, I can schedule just that is. So for the bigger community, we have other things planned up for the bigger community this year. Like bringing in more people to come and teach you. So you have a lot. You're in the best community so far. All right. So what questions do you have? If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section right now. If you have any question, please start dropping your questions in the comment section. Let me know. Did you gain? Are you excited about the training? Like, are you excited about all we covered today, your coach and everything? Now, I need you to remember that the best way to predict the future, you see that future that you want, that future where you want to be Achalugo, that future where you want to be Odogu, you have to create it. Nobody has created it for you, right? Now, I see ladies that come and they say, I want to marry an Odogu. What about if you become Achalugo? The Achalugo was she poor? She was a working class babe. She was commanding her own money. But most of our women, most of our girls, we know they see that part. The part that we see is that Odogun Parara was spoiling her with gifts. But you did not see that the Achalugo was not a poor Achalugo. Shebi, you people did not see that type. You did not see that type. So when women come to me and be like, I want to marry an Odogu, I will tell you, go and become an Achalugo. Go and become the better version of yourself. And that better version of yourself is a future that you have to create. Is a what? Is a future that you have to create. Especially for those of us who do not come from any big family. Right? Some of us are just blessed to come from a family where we had the normal 3 square meal. Nothing else. Your parents have trained you. Your parents have trained you. What you have gotten so far from them is enough for you to start building yourself. So, can you still register for the VA training? The answer is yes. You can still register for the VA training. For you to register for the VA training, you can send a DM, right? You can send a DM to our Instagram at Virtual Assist with Chi. I would drop the Instagram handle for you. You can either sign up with, you can send a message on Facebook, on Instagram, and we can give you the registration details. You can also look through, I think, the comment section. I don't know if it's the comment section. You can also look through, this video has a description, and under the description, I put in the payment details, right? So you can either do that, or I'm just going to go ahead. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead to share my Instagram handle so that you can message there. That this is for those that are just seeing this training for the first time here and you want to join. You can message us on Instagram. Instagram handle. So I just pasted my Instagram handle. I pinned it for those that are interested to join in this training. Also, if you look on my YouTube channel, you should be able to find the link to register, right? But if you cannot, you can message us on Instagram. I will give you the payment details and you can register you can register. So if you still have any question, drop. I'm going to see us in class tomorrow by the grace of God. And if you're not my student, let's say, I know I have students that promote this class, like somebody gave you the link to join this training. Most of the people here should be my students already who have paid, unless those that have just seen it on YouTube right now, right? So if you're just seeing this training on YouTube right now, you can still register for the next cohort. Registration for this cohort would end next week. It will end next week Saturday. Before we have class next week Saturday, the registration will end. So if you still want to join, you know anybody you want to register over the week and all of that, go ahead to register them. I feel like this is the best gift you can literally give to anybody, right? And this is one of the best gifts you can literally give to anybody. You can still register anybody who you want to register for the training. So I'm going to stop sharing right now, and I would come here. So I look forward to really seeing each and every one of you. I'm really looking forward to seeing each and every one of you win, each and every one of you thrive, right? I am always very, very excited when I teach, right? I come in with my right energy because I think, again, like I said, I've seen firsthand how people's life can change. I've seen firsthand how people's life can change. And that is, I feel like, my biggest reason why I teach is because I want to experience that joy with come with somebody saying, Kai, coach, I can never forget you. You're the reason why I'm able to do this, right? I guess that's the biggest flex for me, right? This training is whatsoever amount you pay for this training is actually worth more than it, right? I know people that do a 2-day training for the exact amounts that you have paid. I know people that do a 1-day training. In short, I paid for a training 2 days ago, and it was just the exact amount that you have paid for this training that I paid, right? So it's not even, if I'm to put into consideration everything you're going to be learning, most people will not be able to afford this training, right? This training is actually discounted a lot to be this amount. So I want you to take it serious. Most times people be like, I did not pay a lot. They don't take the training serious. But you don't need to pay millions to feel like you can get value from this training. If you take it serious, no matter how much you are paying from this training, you'll be, wow. You'll be proud of yourself that you did. So take it serious. See it as, I want to survive. I want to thrive. I don't want to survive in this industry. I want to thrive. I want to become an indispensable asset. And most times when I talk, I have mothers at my heart, and that's because I'm a mother myself. I see the fathers, I see the effort you put, right? This training is for both men and women. There is no gender description, but I always give a shout out to mothers, because I feel like, because I'm a mother myself, I've seen firsthand how hard it is to show up as a woman, right? When you're married, you have a 9 to 5, you have children to cater for, you have your husband to cater for. Most times you forget yourself in the process. Most times you forget that you are also human. Most times you keep growing, thinking of your children, that you forget yourself. So I want to challenge every single mother that is here. Drag yourself in this process. Don't leave yourself behind. And I'm going to be sharing a lot of personal stories as we go through in this training, because I have a lot. My eye, you don't see shege. My eye don't see win. You see win and shege. I have seen all of them. Because being a mom, having a career, going to school, and still showing up in the last 2 or 3 years that I started creating content and showing up, it's been a lot. I have always thought of giving up. Every single day I wake up, I will call my sister, babe, I am tired. I want to give up. After my sister finished laughing at me, she will still say, babe, you cannot give up. We have to do this. Whenever she finished telling me you cannot give up, we have to do this, I will go back and tell myself, Chire, you cannot give up. You cannot come this far to give up. Let's keep pushing. Even if you're not showing up the way you used to, you just need 1%. That's why I told you people today, you don't need 99% to show up. You just need 1%. You just need 1%. Just 1%. Every single day, I'm telling you guys from a place of truth, and God will bear me witness. Every single day that I wake up, I want to give up. I want to give up. But every single day, I still push myself 1% to show up. I want to die trying than not trying at all. Because your future self will not forgive you for not trying. Your future self. And this is just, the class has ended. For those that want to, class has ended. At the end of my class, I do this. I motivate you. I talk to you. That is why every single time our training is coming to an end, I can count how many of my, let me not say, I don't want to use the word I can count. I cannot count how many of my students shed tears when my training is ending. Because this is the same way I'm giving up and I'm pushing myself, the same way I will keep reminding you every day that it is tiring, but I need you to show up. It is difficult, but I need you to show up. It is hard, but I need you to show up. Every single thing that I can brag of today is because of what? Because I did not give up. Oh, I've been able to make this from Upwork. It's because I did not give up. I've been able to do this. It's because I did not give up. If I was tired and I gave up, do you think I will be here? Do you think I'll be teaching you how to become successful? I'm seeing my process of becoming successful. Another thing I want to tell the mothers, if you're a young lady, I think I say this at the beginning of every class, if you're a young lady, you don't have any reason whatsoever not to take your life serious. Motherhood, marriage, it changes the dynamics for you. It changes the dynamics forever for you. I wish somebody sat me down to tell me this same thing that I'm telling you today. Marriage and mother and childbirth changes the dynamics for you. Right? If you think life is difficult as a single lady, add marriage and motherhood to it. You will see difficult pro max. Because then you're even struggling to even bathe yourself. But you have to go and bathe your child. You have to make food for your children. You have to make food for your husband. And all of that. I'm not saying that men do not support their wife in terms of making food, but I'm just saying this, right? That is how hard it becomes. Imagine you are not working on top of it. So, you're just, all you have is yourself. You wake up in the morning, you enter the bathroom and bathe yourself and come out. You don't know. I'm not saying, like, again, being married to your best husband, to your best friend is a beautiful thing. Having children, for those who want to, is a beautiful thing, right? But I'm saying, you are single. It is hard for you to go through your headache alone. Imagine when you add school fees headache to it, add taking care of your children to it, add taking care of your husband to it, because you technically become a mother to everybody. Then you add your siblings on top of it. You add your parent on top of it. Life, no balance, right? I'm going to end this right now to let us go. I love you guys so much, right? For the mothers among us, I'm sending you so much love, so much hug. My baby would have been here if not because my mom is downstairs helping me to carry her. I would not, it would have been hard for me. Maybe if I don't carry her for my back, right? I would have strapped her in my back and I would have been doing this training because I'm not giving up. I want you to also know that your children will grow up. They will grow up so fast, right? If you leave yourself behind, right? When your children have grown up and they've lived, that is the worst time to start finding yourself because you might never find her. Let this word keep ringing in your ear. So be determined to push, even if it is difficult as your children are growing. I tell myself all the time, if I stop chasing my future because I have children, when they go to school, what happens? What will I pick up? Can't I plan a vacation for myself, even being a mother? Right? So don't leave yourself behind. Be dragging yourself the way you're dragging your children. The goal is to get to the finish line. It does not matter who gets there first, oh. The goal is that you get to the finish line. I love you so much. I will see us in the group. I will see us in, and this is me. I will keep pushing you. You see the way I'm pushing you, the way I'm tired is the way I want you to be tired and show up. So I will keep pushing you. That's to tell you the kind of person you're having in this training. So if you have anybody you want to register for this training, please, by all means, register them. Let's do this together for the next 4 weeks. And I love you all. God bless each and every one of us, and I will see you in the group. Take care, everyone. Bye. And again, congratulations on starting this journey with Coach Chinyere.